Today's episode is sponsored by Julie. I know that you've been wondering, what is Macklemore up to? Did you know that Macklemore unknowingly invited a woman wanted by police on stage during a festival in Bratislava? Bratislava,
I did know that. I keep up
home
with
of Charlie
Macklemore.
XCX.
I do keep up with what Macklemore is doing. I love him.
Did you get that? Home of Charlie XCX because it's Bratislavia. Anyway, she's Brat. I'm trying to appeal to a younger demographic, but clearly
Adrian,
it's not
you're
working.
top five favorite human beings on this planet Earth.
Thank you. Do you want to throw in funny in there?
1000% fun. I just laughed,
Thank
but
you.
I love that you pulled the compliment out of me.
I didn't get to finish reading my Macklemore piece.
I'm so sorry. Tell me more.
The fan documented the experience online and was recognized from a warrants page by a citizen who informed law enforcement, leading to her arrest.
Petty.
And now you know what
And now we
Macklemore
know.
is up to. Arresting people in Bratislava. Bratislava.
Right.
Bratislava. I don't know what it is. Welcome to You, Me, and Chisme, your number one source for Chisme on the internet. Adrian and Julie here. Julie.
We're both here together.
We are here. Here we are. You know, I saw a video.
Tell
It
me.
might be an old video.
Was
I
it dirty?
just what? Well, hold on.
Okay.
That just came to my mind. Um, Hugh Jackman was on the Howard Stern show, and
Mm,
I don't know what he
okay.
was promoting. I don't know when this interview was done, but apparently there was a nude scene of him in the first Wolverine movie or something like that.
Excuse me?
And apparently that he wanted to be more nude, like he was totally into the nudity, but they needed to keep the film rated PG-13, so he put his schlong away.
Uh,
And then apparently Hugh Jackman has a big old dong.
yeah, I believe it. I can see that.
I believe it too.
Yeah.
I just he seemed really proud of it. And I mean, sure.
As well, he should be.
Sure.
Yeah.
Um I just wonder how Anthony's feeling it when he takes it up the butt.
Oh my God. Adrian. Oh, you know they broke up by now. That rumor is so old.
Well, somebody's taking it up the butt because I know
They
that man doesn't.
for sure, for sure.
Anyways, just thought I would share that tidbit of information with everyone here on the Yumi and Chisme channel. Julie, how are you? How's it going? Did I ask you that already?
I don't
And
remember.
did I already say that this is the number one source for Chisme on the internet? I think I did.
I
My
want to tell you
mind,
yes, but I don't think I've been paying attention to be honest.
my mind should be studied because wow. Um,
Yeah.
okay, Julie, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking.
Good. All right. Well, see you guys next week.
I wonder if people hate when we make that joke.
I hope not. I make it every single week.
We both do. We both do.
Yeah.
Are you wearing what shirt are you wearing today? Picasso? What does that say?
Oscar
Oscar. Oscar
Isaac.
Isaac.
Though I don't love wearing this shirt anymore
Why?
because every time I put it on, I think of the guy. Because people were like, "Oh, the guy looks like this guy."
Uh,
And so now
the
every
people
time
on the street, the fifth, you're talking
the
about the
people on the
50-year-old.
streets, yeah,
Yeah, you're talking
the
about
people on the streets.
the people on the streets are like, Julie, remember that 50-year-old man you dated?
Looks like Oscar Isaac. When I put it on this morning, I was like, oh, wonder what he's up to. Almost
What?
made a chaotic decision, but I held back.
I almost called him by his name. Wonder what that
Well,
man is
there's
up to.
1 million of them.
There
Who's
are.
gonna narrow it
Yeah,
down?
that's true. He literally has the most common name in the entire world.
100%.
Okay, excellent. Well, um, Congratulations to Oscar and that man. The man's name
Right.
is not Oscar, but wouldn't it be crazy if it
No,
was?
it would be crazy.
Wow.
It would be crazy. What's on
Wow.
your shirt?
Oh, thank you for asking. It is my Alabama Shakes shirt.
Oh, I love it. Okay,
Alabama Shakes.
cute.
You know, I'm a big Alabama Shakes fan.
We do know. We do know.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
it's my
right.
Alabama Shakes shirt. Okay, wonderful. Julie, have you listened to the new Sabrina Carpenter album?
I have. I listened to it at work.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Hmm.
And do you want to ask me?
Why would I do that when I know the answer? Even
Because
if we hadn't
I
discussed it.
wanted you to reenact the way that you talked to me when you've asked me off air.
I don't remember how I talked to you.
Oh, how
Probably kindly,
convenient.
kindly
Oh,
and with love.
convenient. Convenient, convenient, convenient. I haven't heard it yet. But I know all about it. I've heard about it. I don't know
Not
much
the
about it,
same.
but I've heard about it.
Not the same.
So I didn't know Sabrina was releasing an album this weekend.
I'm gonna be honest with you, neither did I.
Yeah. But what a
Neither did
pleasant
I.
surprise. This isn't her
Yeah.
first album, right? No.
I couldn't even begin to tell you.
Are you a carpenter?
I wouldn't say I'm a carpenter. You know how you know you're getting old?
Huh.
When the pop girlies just come and go. You're not even paying attention to it anymore like you
Mm.
used to. Um,
Well, you have bills to pay, you have responsibilities, you have a job.
right, right. I enjoy Sabrina's music. I do think some of it's a little silly, but not in like a mean way, just in a I feel like I've been looking for a little bit more substance in my lyrics, and some of it is just fun pop stuff, and it's just not what I'm listening to right now. Though the album's
Mm.
really good. I mean, I enjoyed it. The sound is fresh. It feels new. It's like it blends like it has a little bit of country to it.
Mm.
It feels a little like old school in a very classic way. It's super fun. Great lyrics. It has fun lyrics. I mean, she's a great all-around musician and artist, I think. And I think she really has nailed her aesthetic and like her sound and her entire like persona as an artist. And I think she's like nailing it with every song that she releases.
I think, or well, I was gonna say how I felt, but I actually have a question for you.
Tell me.
How do you feel now that you've gotten that off your chest?
You see how I'm trying to just have a good conversation with you and how he's rude to me, guys? Do you see what he does?
No, I just was curious if you felt like if it felt if it felt good to say how you what you thought of the album.
I can't stand you. I
Two
top
seconds
five
ago, you said that
favorite.
I
No,
am
I
your.
take it back. I'm taking it back. I
Oh.
cannot with you. I'm just here trying to have a good time, and I just get attacked.
Um, I love Sabrina Carpenter, TBH. There's something about her.
Do you feel better now that you've gotten that off your chest?
Yeah.
Can't stand you. Um, okay, great.
I will be
Moving
listening.
on. No, I'm just kidding. Tell
I
me
will be
more.
listening to the album. I just haven't listened to it yet.
What did you listen to while you worked today?
I didn't listen to any music while I worked
Oh my
today.
God. You're just by yourself with your thoughts?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That sounds horrible.
Well, I'm a horrible person.
I can't. I have to have like something in my ears
Mm,
or my thoughts, they're a lot.
mm.
Interesting.
Please, please, please.
I
Julie's
literally,
thoughts, please shut up.
Adrian, I just got that song out of my
Oh,
head.
sorry.
Why? Why would you do that to me?
Sorry. Sorry. I am interested in
Anyway,
investigating more of this Sabrina Carpenter, Camila Cabello, Shawn Mendes situation.
I would
Um,
love for you to
I,
report back.
I remember this time when Sabrina Carpenter and
Yeah.
Mendes were like were like a thing, but I was in a full consciousness of who Sabrina Carpenter was at the
Okay.
time. I not that I wasn't aware of who she was, but like she wasn't as famous as she is now. And
No,
she didn't there wasn't a song that I could attach her to.
no.
Um and so now it all makes sense. And
Right.
also, let's not forget, I mean, Sabrina Carpenter loves herself a love triangle because let's not forget the most famous love triangle,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
driver's license love triangle.
Right.
Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter, and then would not be able to tell you who that little boy was. But um I mean,
It's Joshua something.
okay, Joshua something. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, I mean, I love a bitch who loves a love triangle.
Right. I love a bitch that isn't afraid to be messy out loud. You know what I mean?
I do.
They're young, they're dating, they're in
They're pretty
Hollywood, they're
people.
hot.
I mean, my gosh.
Yeah, the drama
What
writes
else are you
itself.
gonna do with your time? Nobody wants to listen to you talk.
No, okay.
What? You think these people are smart?
Adrian,
Maybe Sabrina. I don't know about Sean and Camilla.
oh, friend. Can you
See, oh,
imagine a
now you're on
conversation
my
with
side.
both of them?
Now
Can
you're
you
on my side.
imagine sitting in a room with just the two of them?
No,
Talk
well,
about needing music in your ear. I mean,
we're so mean. Why are we so mean? I am tired. That's why I mean.
I'm so
But
sorry. Why are you
um,
tired?
I don't know actually. I
Okay.
actually don't know.
You're like, I slept 13 hours. I don't know
I
what it could be.
don't know. I don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
No,
I've
it's
been
totally
exhausted
fine.
this week too.
Isn't it? Something's in the air.
Well, my period was in the air, so
Uh,
that was rough.
maybe we're on
Yeah.
the same cycle.
Maybe we synced.
We're
We synced
synced.
up. Yeah.
Ah, we're synced up.
That could be it. What is it when like they do it for pregnancy where like the husband or the partner will have symptoms of the pregnancy?
I don't know. I've never
Oh,
been pregnant
so I
nor
mean, neither
with a
have
woman.
I,
No,
but
what I
there's a
didn't mean
word
it like
for
that.
it. There's a
Um,
word for it.
uh,
Oh, we'll
uh,
be here all day. Forget it. Forget it. Someone's screaming it at their phone right now.
uh,
Um,
that's funny.
all right. How else was your week? Have you done anything fun, exciting?
Have I done anything fun or exciting?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm moving.
Stop it.
FYI, I
Stop.
found an apartment
When did that happen?
last week.
Okay, guys, am I a good actor? Am I a good actor? Because I already knew. I already knew.
You're such a bad actor.
Okay, tell us every single detail.
um, I have found a studio apartment
Okay.
after a long and at
Yeah.
times frustrating search.
Yeah, I bet.
There was an did I tell the story about the man who wasn't responding to me? I don't remember
Here's
who
the
I
thing, it
talked to
blends together.
anymore.
You
I
you
know.
told me, and I don't know if you said it
Yeah,
here.
I know. That's why we can't talk.
I know, I know. I feel like you did
I
say it
think
on
I told it
here.
here. Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
did. Yeah. Anyways, so that was devastating. But then I lined up, so and then I took a little bit of a break,
Mm-hmm.
and then I picked myself up back up from my bootstraps, and I said, I'm going back out there. And then
Lovely.
last week, I made appointments to see 4 apartments.
Wow.
I saw one on one day. It was
Mm.
okay. And to be honest with you, I can't picture it exactly, but I do remember thinking, okay, this could work.
Okay.
But I knew the next day I was going to go see 3. So that day I went to go see the first one, similar to the one that I had seen the day before, a little bit nicer. I was like, okay, this could also work. Second one that I went to go see, all of them in the same neighborhood, by the way.
Okay.
Second one that I went to go see, I showed up early. I found a nice little park
Lovely.
spot on the street to park under a
Nice.
tree. I'm on my phone. It's hot, by the way, but there
Oof.
I am. And then the man texts me and he's like, "Oh my gosh, excuse me." He said, "You can park inside." And I was like, oh,
Wow.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be there. I was already there. I was like, I'll
Yeah.
be there in a minute. And he lets me park inside. And and he's like, yeah, this is the parking spot for the unit. Jizzed in my pants.
I bet you did. I
Jizzed.
bet you
I
did.
hadn't found a I hadn't found an apartment that was offering a parking spot in my entire search.
Right.
And there it was, right under my nose.
Wow.
And so then I went to go look at the apartment and I loved it. Loved
Wow.
it. It felt it felt spacious, it felt airy, it was
Mm.
clean, it was nice. It was probably the nicest apartment I've seen.
Wow.
Um and and I told the man I'm going to go see one more right now, but I really like this one. And
Hmm.
I spent the most time in that apartment. I We were chatting. I asked him if I could paint the walls because I do not like the color of the walls in that.
Right.
But besides, that's not important. That's not important. It came with a refrigerator, a
Stop.
spacious kitchen, by the
Yeah.
way. No what do you call those things? A dishwasher. No dishwasher.
Okay.
That's okay. I didn't grow up with a dishwasher. Well, we
Sure.
had one, but we used it to store our what do you call those things? Tupperware.
As any good Mexican
Right,
household does.
right. And so I'll wash my dishes by hand, just
Right.
like my mother did it, and just like my grandmother did it, and just like
Hmm.
my great grandmother did it.
Right.
A great long tradition of hand washing dishes. And so so it came with the parking spot. It came with an AC. There's a wall unit, all the good things. I don't share a wall with anybody except for somebody who lives above me. Anyways, I fell in love. It was really nice. I went to go
Wow.
see the last one because I was optimistic about that one. Um, and that person made me wait a little bit, which
Mm.
I don't really mind, but they were like, I misplaced the keys. And I was like, oh, well, you knew about
Mm.
this and you told
Right.
me the time. Anyways, that wasn't the reason why. I walked in, it was very nice, but it was so much smaller. It was
Mm.
so much smaller. And they wanted me to pay for all the utilities. There was
Mm.
no laundry. And I'm like, oh, the price is not that much of a difference. So I got
Right.
in my car and I texted that man from the second apartment I saw and I said, send me the application right now.
Yeah.
Um, and he did, and I applied and I got approved and I put down my deposit the next day. And I'm moving this week as
Oh
you're
my
listening to this.
God.
Yeah. Yeah. So I found an apartment.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
He's
Yeah.
growing up, guys.
Well, I mean, I've been living on my own since I moved out of my parents' house since I
I
was
mean,
18.
living by yourself is a move. It's a
Sure,
move.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Have you ever lived by yourself?
No,
Oh, why
have I?
not?
No, I haven't.
Tell me why.
Why?
Would you ever
Um,
want to live by yourself?
I would want to live by myself. I feel like I haven't. Well, one, it's expensive.
It is
Um,
expensive.
Two, I don't have the patience to look for a good place by myself. And
Mm.
all the places that had were like I found someone that was already
Oh,
living
you
there.
were already, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
I just don't have the energy. I didn't at the time have the energy to go out and like really search for a spot. Um, and I do feel like I enjoy living with someone because I isolate myself so much that
Mm.
it's just nice to have someone else in the house sometimes to remind you that there's a world out there that you're missing. I feel like if I lived by myself, I really would go buck wild with my isolation.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Or
Okay.
maybe you would have the opposite. Maybe you would feel more inclined to do things.
Why not?
Granted, I've never lived by myself, so I can't tell you, but we're about to find out.
Right.
So,
I can't wait.
yeah.
How
Um,
exciting.
yeah. So with that said,
Uh-huh.
we're gonna take 2 weeks off here.
Right.
FYI. If it's more than 2 weeks, then don't look at me.
Well, Don't look at me neither. I agreed to 2 weeks, she says. Let's hope a depression doesn't hit, guys. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're gonna
You
take
can
2 weeks
take
off.
all the time you need
Oh yeah, no,
to
think
settle in.
thank you. We're gonna put a kibosh on season 4, which probably doesn't mean a lot to most of you at home.
Right.
But we'll
It barely means anything to us,
well, right. It
to be
means
honest.
something merely only to me because I'm the one who puts in the number
Right.
episode. And I
Right.
believe this, hold on, let me look it up. Let me. Oh my God, it's gonna make me log in. Never mind. This
Okay.
must be episode. I think this is episode 57, I want to say 57, 58 of season
Wow.
4 only. So we're going to come back with season 5.
Wow.
And maybe a surprise or two.
What does that mean?
I
He
don't
hasn't
know.
told me about
I
a
don't
fucking surprise.
I don't have any surprises, but you never know what can happen in 2
There
weeks.
are zero surprises, but we can start setting one up. You wait for
Sell
it.
the show, Julie. Keep people coming back.
Hey, no, but no joke. There's a possibility of some things moving around. I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like every time I'm like, I don't want to jinx it, I won't say anything. It doesn't happen anyway. So I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
We're
I don't know
I'm
what you're talking about.
I know I haven't told you because I was nervous because I wasn't I was trying not to jinx it.
Oh my
But you know
gosh.
what? I feel like the opposite should work, like
You're
manifesting
manifesting
out
it.
loud.
Yes. That's probably
Exactly.
why it doesn't happen because you're not saying it.
That is such a good point. That is
Mm.
such a good point. I'm moving stuff behind the scenes over here. We may be able to get a Melissa Barrera on the podcast.
Oh, wow.
I reached out to the people in charge of her next movie release, and there
Uh-huh.
are conversations happening.
Conversations are happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent. Wow.
So we
Okay.
shall see.
Oof. Look at us.
Manifesting. So we may be coming back with the surprise bitch. Who
Our
knows?
very own Mary Hart. Our
Yeah,
very own Nancy O'Dell, if you will.
I
Yes.
love that.
Do you know who Mary Hart is?
I feel like I have an idea, but I'm gonna be wrong.
There's no wrong answer. Well, there
Tell
is.
me.
You tell me who you think she
No, how
is.
about you tell me and then I'll tell
No,
you.
I want to know what you think.
I want to know what you think.
No, well, I know the answer.
I
So
know,
it's
so
not what
you
I
tell me.
think. It's what the fact is. I want to tell you. I want you to tell me what you think who she is.
I'm thinking of baby daddy
Wait.
because there's literally a character. There's a character called Mary Hart and she's a talk show host.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know who Nancy O'Dell is?
No,
Mary Hart was the longtime host of Entertainment Tonight.
I would
And
have never
Nancy
known that.
and Nancy and Nancy O'Dell was the longtime host of Access Hollywood.
Interesting.
And then when they booted Mary out of
Tell
Entertainment
me more.
Tonight because she was too old, they brought in Nancy O'Dell to take over her spot on Entertainment Tonight.
Oh,
There was a period in my life where I would watch Entertainment Tonight at 7 p.m. on
okay.
CBS every day. And at
Interesting.
7:30, I would switch over to NBC to watch Access Hollywood. And that was Monday through Friday.
Right.
Mhm.
I did watch Access Hollywood.
Uh-huh.
Kind of religiously, I guess. I mean, every night. But I wouldn't be, I mean, I watched it for the Chisme. I could not tell you the hosts.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
That's odd to me
Oh, interesting.
that you
You're
would
odd to me. I'm just kidding.
that you would watch the show but not know who is talking to you.
Does it matter? I was watching for the Chisme.
Yeah, but who is delivering the cheese man? That is almost as important.
Is it?
Okay, you want to know what's crazy? So there was
Tell me.
Pat O'Brien and there was Nancy O'Dell.
Okay, I remember that guy
Pat O'Brien. Well, yeah, you
with the
remember the guy who,
glasses.
yeah, he was involved in a scandal. Um,
I
And then
mean,
and then there was
right
Sean
up my alley.
Robinson. You remember Sean Robinson?
Is that a black woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
What about Billy Bush? Were you there? Were you watching the Billy Bush era?
Is that the guy
Yes.
with the, yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I hear him with the hair.
With the hair. Wait,
He has like,
what were you saying about this?
well, I was saying to grab him by the pussy,
Okay,
but
yeah, yeah,
also
yeah.
the hair because he had kind of curly hair, no?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It blew my mind that Billy Bush was first cousins with George W. Bush.
Excuse me.
You didn't know that?
Excuse me?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that whole family's raggedy. That is crazy. No, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
anyways.
Well,
Well, here we go. Anyways, yeah, so we're gonna take a short break, so but we'll be back. Um,
okay.
yeah. Not like physically right now, I'm just saying like episode wise.
I feel like they knew, they knew.
Well, I like to be very clear with
Okay.
people.
All right.
I like clarification.
Okay.
I like clear boundaries.
Interesting. I love that for you.
Yeah. Do you have any plans for your our little summer vacation here?
Do I have any plans? No. We get a holiday weekend coming up.
We sure do. What holiday is it, Julie?
Girl, I just know I get the day off, and that's
What?
all that matters to me.
It's Labor Day.
Whatever that means, whatever that means, I'm taking the day off,
Uh-huh.
and that's what matters.
Well, you're not taking the day off. They're giving you the day off.
And if they weren't, I'd take it. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. They're giving it to me.
Jaime also didn't know it was Labor Day. You two peas in a pod, you two.
Oh my God, I love him. I love him.
Oh
Kindred
yeah, now
spirit.
you cussed him out last week.
Okay, well, he knows how I
I saw
am.
him crying in the kitchen the other day, and I'm like,
Because
mm-mm.
it's something you said, or
No, because he was listening to what you had to say.
oh, and he cried? I know what you
Yeah,
guys are thinking.
you
Julie's
hurt
high
his
again.
feelings.
I am not high. I know it could feel like it, but I'm just delirious because I don't know how to tell you guys, but this week I worked.
Mm,
Every single day I went in the office. They put that ass to work.
wow.
And today I'm delirious. I'm tired. I worked so hard today that I got a little work anxiety.
Oh my God.
I didn't love it. I didn't love it. I did not love it. I might call out on Monday. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I
You
won't.
get so quick to give
I'm just
in.
kidding.
Call out. Use your sick time.
No,
Why
no.
not?
I mean, no.
You enjoy being in the office, huh?
I enjoy being in the office now.
Because because no,
No.
no, no. I'm okay. No, I wasn't trying to get to that. I was trying to say like you enjoy being in the office because like you like the social aspect of the office, right?
No,
Oh no?
I enjoy what I'm doing now. I enjoy
Oh.
the work that I'm doing now.
Oh, so you don't like
S-
part of it isn't like you get to hang out with other people and like chit chat and what?
Some may say
Mhm.
I haven't really been social at this new place. Like
Some
I
may
know,
say.
I know.
Do you
I
want
don't,
to go through the first 2 weeks that you worked there?
I mean, sure, but one the admin quit.
Uh,
Did I tell you that?
no.
So I'm the only admin now for one, for Dose. I'm too busy
Mm.
to be walking around dilly-dallying for three for Trace. Um, no, I don't know. Everyone, I don't know. I haven't connected with anyone. Today I kind of chit-chatted with some people. It was all right.
All right.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I enjoy the work that I'm doing more here, but I enjoy the people at my other place more.
Do you think there's a correlation?
Maybe,
Mm.
as in no one was doing work on the other place.
Yeah.
Some may say that's why there was a bunch of layoffs. I'm just kidding.
That was just a funny joke.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Kidding,
Anyway,
everyone. Okay. Okay, well, wonderful. Do you how's
lovely.
Sophia doing? Your niece is okay? Everyone's okay? You can smoke. You're smoking at your place. You're still getting high?
I haven't smoked in so long.
What? Like
Yeah.
how long?
A week? Okay, wait. But, but before that, it had been like 3 weeks. It had
Uh-huh.
been 3 weeks, and then I got to smoke last Saturday.
Because everyone was gone, or?
No, it's been 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't get to smoke this past weekend. I can only smoke on the weekends if Sophia's not here.
Because Sophia comes over every day.
She tries to.
Mm.
She does try to. We have been putting some boundaries up just for my own. She's on my baby. I love her so much. I love her
And is she
so much.
understanding the boundaries? Like, does she get it, or do you, or is she?
She doesn't know. No, I'm just
Okay.
kidding. No, I just tell her I have plans. So I
Mm.
don't tell her like I don't think I could ever tell her like I need some space from you
Mm.
specifically. But I just tell her like, oh no, I have plans and I can't go and get you today, or you can't get dropped off today. So I haven't really. I'm gonna smoke the shit out of a blunt tomorrow. I'm gonna get so high. I'm gonna just float on my pool in the back, just
Oh,
living my
that
best
sounds
life.
so lovely.
Yeah.
What does she say when you tell her that you have plans?
She says, "What do you mean? What do you mean by that?" Um, no, she's been pretty good. In the beginning, she was like, "Okay, so you'll go get me what in an hour or something?" And now, as soon as I'm like, "I'm sorry, I can't go get you this weekend, or I can't go get you today, maybe I can go tomorrow." She's starting to understand, I
Mm.
think.
Mm.
Mm.
But you're seeing her more than when you weren't living at home.
Every day in the week.
Yeah.
I come home and I can't even open my car door without her running out of the it kills me because she's so excited that I'm there,
Uh-huh.
and she's so excited to just like hang out with me
Mm.
and like talk to me, and like even if we're literally sitting there doing her homework, because
Mm.
I make her do math equations after she finishes her homework
Mm.
because our teacher tested her on addition and subtraction. She like put her on a 10-minute timer and she couldn't finish. She didn't finish the entire 2 pages. So now we're like working on our time and being able to finish those 2 pages before the 10 minutes. Even if we're just sitting there, she like loves it. She like loves sitting there and doing math and like getting timed, and like she's living her best life. So it's all about perspective.
Mm.
We're appreciating the time that we are getting with Sophia that I will never get again. These years and these days with Sophia at this age, I'm never going to be able to experience this again. So I'm really trying to like get that perspective at the front of my head and not be selfish and like I don't have any privacy. I don't get to do whatever I want. Like sometimes I want to come home and like not. I was so rude to my mom the other day
Mm.
just because like I was on my period, it was hot. I don't even, she like, I asked her what she cooked, and like, okay, so with my medication, I need to eat protein. And my
Mm.
mom doesn't like, she doesn't really eat a lot of protein. She'll eat like chicken, but sometimes she doesn't cook protein.
Mm.
And like, I just got frustrated by it, which is so ridiculous because like, cook your own fucking protein, you stupid bitch. But also it was hot and I was on my period. Oh my God. And I felt so bad. And I was like, I was just rude to you, huh? And she's like, yep. And I was like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, you need alone time. I'm like, yeah. And Sophia's been here for 4 fucking days. I love her so much though. I have to tell her I go to sleep at 6 p.m. so she can leave me. Don't tell her, guys. Don't tell her.
That's really funny.
Because She's lovely. I want to be clear, Sophia, if you ever listen to this podcast, I love you with with every
Well,
single inch of my
she'll
heart.
understand. She'll understand.
But it's just like I'm used to being alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a lot to get used to like never be like right now, I'm not alone.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like my dad's
Hmm.
home, the dogs are here. I'm like, I'm used to being responsible for only me. And right now, like, I know my dad's a grown up. I know that. But literally all I think is like, has he eaten? Do I need to go get him something to eat? Like, do I need to make sure that he's eating? Like, he's a grown up.
Oh wow. Yeah.
But you know, you're in the house and you're like, well, I ate. I got to make sure that he ate.
Hmm.
It's
Where's your
just,
mom?
she went out. He went out.
Mm. Oh, I'm so nosy.
She went out all weekend, which honestly though, I live for those. Yes, babe, go away all weekend. Because then my dad works on the weekend,
Oh,
and
so
I
you're
may
gonna,
not be alone because the dogs need me, but I'm the most alone I'll ever be
yeah,
while living here.
yeah. That's not. Ooh, you're about to have a great weekend.
I'm about to
Yeah.
get so high.
Yeah.
Woo!
Good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you. Well, Julie, I wish your summer break is fruitful and
Thank
relaxing.
you. Thank you so much. I hope the same for you, even though you'll be moving.
Thank you.
I hope it's not as stressful as it can be.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Thank
You're
you. I'm
welcome.
trying to.
Mm.
I'm going to remain as calm as possible.
Are you doing all the moving yourself? Are
God,
you
no.
hiring people?
I'm
I love
hiring
that.
movers.
I
No, I
love
don't
that
do
for
that.
you. Oh, it's going to be a breeze.
I don't do that. The packing part is the part that's a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's like, where the
Yeah.
fuck did all this shit come from?
Oh, you don't got to tell me. You do not have to tell
Mm.
me. Yeah, I get it. But you know what? Hiring movers, the one time I hired movers, best decision I ever made. Take my fucking money. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. Take
I
it.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, maybe one of them will be hot.
Here's
Maybe both of
hoping.
them will be hot. Maybe we'll christen the apartment.
The greatest porn movies have been made out of this scenario.
I'm just kidding. That's not gonna happen. But you know,
Hey, we're manifesting this episode.
yeah. Well, let's manifest this.
Okay.
Time for the pop culture pop up. First up on the pop culture pop up, Mark Wahlberg's mom. She is convinced
Yeah.
that George Clooney was hitting on her.
I love her.
Tell
I
us
love
more,
her.
Julie, and tell us why this is a parallel in your life.
I read this and I said, "Oh, Colin Farrell better not ever look my way because I will go around telling people that he's secretly in love with me and he got too nervous to ask me out." I love when celebrity moms are a little weird out loud. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Because they're all a little weird. They're the
Uh-huh.
moms of celebrities.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, she really her quote was something like, I know he wanted to ask me out." And I fucking love that for her. I
That's
love that
hilarious.
shit. Yeah, I love that shit. And I know Mark Wahlberg was fucking embarrassed by it, and I love that even more. Yeah. What celebrity would you interact with that you'd be like, he's into me?
He's into me?
Yeah. Like,
Um,
who could you become delusional about in that way?
um, oh my God. I'm gonna Google celebrities. I don't know.
Okay, so I love that he's feeling the terror that I feel every time he asks me a question that I'm not prepared for. But I'll give you my full answer. Mine is Colin Farrell, but I'll tell you why. I've thought about this long and hard
Mm,
because he's just charming enough
mm,
that you could become delusional about it, right? Like he's funny enough, he's talkative enough, he's personable
mm-hmm,
enough that you'd be like, was he kind of into me?
mm-hmm,
Did we have something going? Because I've seen
mm-hmm,
countless of his interviews and been like, he was so into that interviewer.
mm-hmm.
Like, you cannot tell me, don't even try to go against me when I tell you that I know for a fact he was into Kelly Clarkson because I have watched that interview 733
Mm.
times And every single time I have been like, oh, they're fucking after this. They are
Hmm.
fucking. They are both into it. They are vibing. So yeah, get me in a room with Colin Farrell. I could convince myself for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would watch for sure. Um, Mine would probably be Bad Bunny and of course my man Hassan Piker.
1000%.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny would be like, try to make jokes and like caress my, arm and like I'd be like, what is he trying to tell me? Yeah.
Right,
And Hassan Piker would look at me and I'd be like, you know, I'd melt into a puddle.
right, right. I
Yeah.
could totally see it with Bad Bunny. One touch, one touch, one accidental touch.
One eye contact
Yeah,
moment and it's over. Yeah. Eye
yeah,
contact is like, oof, my God.
yeah, intense.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Mrs. Wahlberg,
This is Wahlberg.
I hope George Clooney eats your pussy.
Oh my God.
Is that not what she wants? I'm trying to, this episode is about
We're
manifestation.
manifesting. We're manifesting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Ooh. Um, with all due respect, ma'am, with
Of
all due respect.
course. Of course.
Next up on the pop culture pop up, Travis Kelce. He's going to be in a movie. Is
In
that
a
right?
movie.
In a movie. He's going to start
Starring.
starring. He's going to start acting. Roll the tape. Now, I'm not actually going to go look for the tape,
Right.
but I just want to make this very clear.
Tell me.
I made this prediction
You
months
did.
ago.
You did.
Months ago. Months ago
Yeah. I was
that
there.
this man would start acting
Yeah.
once he started dating Taylor Swift.
Right.
And that's all I have to say about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. I I love Hollywood and I love movies, but I'm so sick and tired of them seeking out the name of the season to star Travis Kelce's gonna star in a movie when actors and actresses of color have to continue creating production companies for themselves because they can't get a role. And you're gonna hand one to Travis Kelce with his ugly mustache? I don't look. I get that Hollywood lost a ton of fucking money over COVID. I get that studios are just trying to make money right now. They don't give a fuck about stories. They don't care about heart. But it is so disheartening to see all of these actors, Dev Patel, Manny Jacinto, all of these actors that have been working so hard creating production companies for themselves because there's no way to get a role otherwise. No way to get a role that they know they're worthy of. They're getting all these secondary characters. They're getting Manny Jacinto's getting roles on Top Gun and getting cut out of it. Have you looked at that jaw? How dare you?
He's really hot.
He
He's
is
going to be
so
in the new Freaky
beautiful.
Friday movie. Did you know that?
Yes, I did know that.
Are
I
you going to
did know
watch
that.
now?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it. Yeah, I mean, it's I'm gonna have to see. I mean, he's gonna be in that Travis is gonna be in that Ryan Murphy show.
Oh,
Yes,
the one with Kim Kardashian?
maybe.
No, that's not possible. Kim and Taylor hate each other.
I don't think that matters to Travis.
Hmm. What
Oops. I hope
the-
those Swifties are watching. I just feel like I just feel I said what I said.
Yeah. There's a sense that, I mean, this is not a surprise, but like the studios don't seem to understand what works nowadays because they're still using the old ways of thinking where it's like you want to get that big name, the name that everybody's talking about, the it girl, the it guy. But
Mhm.
that that doesn't work anymore. Travis Kelce isn't going to bring in viewers. Um, so I can't hear what you said.
Sorry.
It's
I was saying they were doing it with Chapel, where they were offering her Chapel Roan,
uh-huh.
offering her roles, and she's like, I don't want to act.
Yeah. It just the thing is nowadays we're craving authenticity based off of what we see on social media. Like the things,
Yeah,
particularly TikTok, it's like something that's going to go viral is something that comes off very authentic.
yeah,
And getting somebody like Travis Kelce just because he's dating the biggest pop star in the world isn't real. It's not authentic in any type of way.
no,
So this isn't interesting. It's not exciting. It's not particularly moving for the industry. It's
yeah,
not really anything other than a very clear PR move. And at this point, we can see that, and that turns the viewer off because I think they think that the viewers are stupider, as
hmm,
I say a word that doesn't exist, um, than what we really are.
totally. Yeah,
And they wonder why they're not making any money.
yeah,
And it's like, hello, knock knock, anybody in there?
right.
You're all fucking stupid. They are. Travis
I
Kelsey,
agree.
go back on your podcast
Yeah,
and do whatever you do on the football field. You
throw
know,
a
I just
ball.
throw a ball. Has he ever taken
Yeah,
an acting class? I don't like it just is, it's so manipulative, if you will.
interesting. I
You
love
know,
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
they're trying to manipulate us.
yeah.
And I don't like to be manipulated by anybody.
I don't like it either, and I do think that Hollywood does try to do that to its audience, and I mean, sometimes when I'm going to say something mean about the Swifties, I feel like my brain short circuits because it's like trying to save me from getting beat up verbally by them. But I'm going to say it. I feel like sometimes the cult that is the Swifties, they fall for it. They will go and watch something just because Travis Kelce's in it. They don't care if it's good or not. And they will sit there and they will try to convince us that whatever we watched was the greatest piece of art that we've ever seen.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Anyways. Okay, well, I guess Travis, come on the pod. We have questions for you. Next up on the pop culture pop up, uh, Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
There was a rumor, there was talk that he would replace Joaquin Phoenix
Todd
in the gay
Haynes movie.
movie. What did you call it?
The Todd Haynes, that's the
Oh,
director,
Todd
Todd
Haynes. Oh,
Haynes.
and I called it the gay movie. I mean, one of us is cultured and one of us is not. That he would replace Joaquin Phoenix, but apparently it's not going to happen.
Yeah, if we all let's recall, there was a movie that Joaquin Phoenix was very involved in, director Todd Haynes. It was 5 days out from production in Mexico, and Joaquin Phoenix walked away from the film, and he's no longer going to do it. Um, his money is tied into it and like the way that it all worked. Well, obviously 5 days away from production, it was like they can't recast it. They were considering recasting it with Pedro Pascal, but his schedule didn't permit. And also the movie is about a corrupt white cop that falls in love with like a Latino or like gets involved with a Latino. So it wouldn't work already because spoiler alert, Pedro Pascal is a Latino. So and he would be playing the white guy. And I stand by what I said initially. Why is no one thinking about Colin Farrell? Colin Farrell would be perfect for this role. And you know who else would be perfect? Hugh Jackman. I feel like Hugh Jackman.
Oh.
I feel like Hugh Jackman's been waiting for this role. No, I feel like Hugh Jackman would also do well in this role. I think Hugh Jackman is getting to an age where like he can start. I think he has the chops to start looking towards like prestigious roles. I think he's been having fun a lot in his career, which I think is great, right? Wolverine is iconic, The Greatest Showman, all the musical stuff. Like I think he's an iconic performer, but I think he can start taking himself a little bit seriously because I don't think he's been doing that. I think he just thinks of himself as like the superhero guy and the musical guy and like we're just here having a good time. But I do think he has the chops to be more than that. And I think something like this, I mean, it doesn't have to be this, but something like this would, I think, catapult him into like a different level of actor.
Right. Hugh Jackman kind of bugs me a little bit.
Why? Because he's like
I,
super nice.
I don't, maybe. I don't know what it is. I don't
Yeah.
know.
There's a look, here's the thing. It's like when people that I enjoy hang out a lot with annoying people, people
Mm,
that I find annoying,
mm,
I'm like, there's something there.
mm,
There's a reason why they hang out so much.
mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Say it.
And Hugh
That's,
Jackman and Ryan Reynolds.
uh-huh. Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, maybe Jake Gyllenhaal was the annoying one. Remember when they were a little trio? And I was
Mm,
like, what if Jake was the one that was like, these two weirdos. I gotta get
mm,
out of this little thing. This is getting weird. I mean, who's to say? Maybe they're all fucking weird, let's be honest.
mm,
But yeah, I find Reynolds like a very specific kind of annoying and irritating.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And Hugh
Did you,
Jackman and him are like,
did you ever see Not Another Teen Movie? What did you think about
I
him back
did.
then?
I couldn't have told you that I was
Wait, is
watching
that
Ryan.
Ryan Reynolds or
I
was that Chris Evans?
I think that's Chris Evans.
Oh, well, they kind of look alike.
Look, yeah.
Wait, how did Ryan Reynolds become famous?
He did what did he do? He did that. What did he do? Lantern movie. I don't know if
That
that's how he got, but
was,
was it him?
I don't
I think that's
know.
how he and Blake won. That's how they did. I think that's how Blake and him met. When he
Interesting.
was still married to Scarlett, by the way.
Ryan Reynolds was married to Scarlett Johansson.
And some say he cheated on her with Blake Lively.
I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess I've had this idea. National Lampoon's Van Wilder.
Mm,
Oh, he was in Two Guys and a Girl.
you know what that means?
You don't remember that sitcom, Two Guys and a Girl? That's where I
Definitely not.
first remember him. Yeah, and then he did National Lampoon's Van Wilder. And then yeah, The Proposal and blah 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 blah.
The proposal, I'll give him that. The proposal is a great
The
little
Proposal is a
rom-com.
great movie. I love The
Yeah,
Proposal. Yeah. I mean mostly because of Sandra Bullock, but
of course.
yeah,
And Betty
okay.
White.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Okay.
Um we didn't talk about this prior, but I feel like I should mention it. Jennifer Lopez is divorcing Ben Affleck
Right. Right.
officially and
And
finally.
and she filed on their wedding anniversary.
She sure did.
I fucking love her, dude. I can't look, I can't even grasp her level of
No.
celebrity.
Yeah.
I love her. Whatever, whatever. She can't sing, but boy, can she act as a human. She puts on a show as a human being. And I love that shit.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
hope she finds somebody real.
I don't think she's gonna.
I don't think she's going to either. Mm,
But I do think she's experienced that before.
yeah. With who?
I would bet Mark Anthony.
Ah,
I think.
I agree. I
I
agree.
think that's as close as she got to something real. But I also think he probably hurt her the most out of all of them.
I agree also.
Mm, yeah.
I totally see that. Yes.
Yeah.
She loved that little man.
She loved that skinny king.
And he was doing too many drugs, I think.
And
Just in my
cheating on
opinion.
her. And I
Hmm.
mean, if you watch or read interviews of them during like post breakup or like when they kind of were reconciling, they did like a song together and they were
Uh-huh.
reconciling. And I remember interviews that were coming out around that time. Like she very clearly is like, it took me a lot to forgive this man and I had to do it for the kiddos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget that her kids are his kids.
Yeah. You can tell when they start to sing.
Ah, my God. Okay. Next up on the
Uh,
pop culture pop up, there was a vicious rumor
mm,
that even TMZ participated in, saying
yes.
that Beyonce was going to
Yeah.
be at the Democratic National Convention on the final night, and she was nowhere to be seen.
No.
There was TMZ, the official TMZ Twitter said that Beyonce's in Chicago and she's expected to appear at the DNC. I mean, think what you will of TMZ, but they have a relatively good track record.
Yes.
I saw things on Twitter of like, I saw one. This is how crazy this shit gets. Somebody posted a video of like a black SUV
Yeah, I saw that shit.
in Chicago, and they're
She's
like,
here.
she's here, and it's like, how do you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you know?
I mean,
But
but I saw,
there everybody was. Oh, there she is. She's gonna. What do you think she's gonna do?
is that insane? I saw tweets from journalists in the
Yeah,
DNC
yeah.
being like, things
Every
are really weird, guys.
no
Something's going on."
people were talking about it. Somebody made up a tweet that
I love
said
that.
that that said the DNC that there's been a schedule, there's a gap in the schedule that only very few people know about it. And so if very few people know about it, how do you know about it?
And
And
I know
this
that
is
bitch was kicking her feet and giggling the entire time.
the TMZ thing was really was bad, but
Yeah.
the the Twitter thing
Yeah.
is like it's kind of crazy. Anybody could say anything, and if it gets enough traction, people are going to believe it. Beyonce, by the way, if you did not watch or have seen, Beyonce did not show up.
No.
She did not perform. She did
No.
not send a video message.
Nope.
She is not anywhere.
No.
There was no mention of Beyonce other than her song playing for the 5,000th time.
People
In
were
that,
sitting there watching people. I was sitting there watching the DNC being like, when's my girl gonna come out? Just give me my girl. I felt right into, I mean, granted, a part of me was like, I'm just sitting here looking like a dummy. But a part of me was like, how embarrassing is it gonna be if I don't sit here and watch it? I'll be
yeah,
the only one that have missed it.
yeah.
Then, well, there was a rumor, there was two rumors. There was a room, the one that really took off was that Beyonce was there.
Hmm.
There was a rumor that it could have been Taylor Swift, and I said, silly.
Well, and there was also a rumor that both of them were going to come out.
Which is sillier. The
Yeah,
silliest.
I saw an AI image of Taylor, Beyonce, and Kamala together.
I
Did you see
can't.
that?
No, I did not.
Funny. It's they're just standing up there with like their hands raised. Um, it just is. It's wild. It's just so incredibly wild.
People can say anything.
I think Twitter is so dangerous, to be honest with you. I think
I
it's
honestly,
so
I thrive off of
dangerous.
it. I was having a blast.
I get it, but like if you are not media literate, it's a
Totally.
very dangerous place to
Totally.
be
Hmm.
because there's no checks and balances in there. It's the wild wild west. Anybody can say anything at any time.
Well, and it used to be that you'd at least have a verifiable source, right? All of these accounts that were verified because they were like reputable humans that went through a system to get verified. Now any little bitch can get a blue check mark. You cannot trust any tweet that you see on there. I've been tricked a plenty of times
Right.
reading something and being like, interesting. And then I go and Google it and it's like, no, this isn't a thing.
Yeah.
Silly bitches.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
wild.
totally.
Anyways, listen, you know what else is crazy is that
Oh, yeah.
it's somebody tweeted this out. It's there have been so many rumors about Beyonce in the
Hmm.
last couple of months, and none of them have come to be true. Rumors about how she was going to perform at the Olympics,
Yeah.
rumors that she was going to be at Coachella
Yeah.
and at Stagecoach and at so and so and so and so. And she is putting out whiskey. She said, I have an alcohol brand.
Yeah.
Insane.
She's sitting in her couch having a blast, reading Twitter
She's
probably.
reading Twitter. Reading Twitter. I know she reads Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And most of us are just asking for one thing: the Renaissance live album and the film. That's all we want.
Please. It's like, why
Beyonce.
wouldn't she just give it to us? You
I don't
already have it.
know.
I know
I
the
don't
file is saved
know.
somewhere.
Somebody somebody on I don't remember where I saw the video, but somebody was like leaving a comment on one of Beyonce's like most recent Instagram posts and basically like being like, we can't trust you anymore, blah 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 blah, like going kind of
Yeah.
crazy with what they were saying to the point where they were like, I know you were on Epstein's Island. Like it just is. It's it was wild, but
Sometimes we
funny.
need to step away.
But yeah, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Um, because people are not trusting her anymore. And I just want to
Yeah.
say this. I trust Beyonce with every fiber of my body,
1000%.
but I want the live Renaissance album
Right.
now.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
Thank you. Finally, on the pop culture pop up, speaking of the DNC, there was a scandal reunion. Some may say Kamala is a character straight out of Shondaland
100%. Or Veep, depends how you look at it.
or Veep. Um, but Kerry Washington and Tony
Goldwyn.
Goldwyn, were both hosts of the DNC, and they did a thing, didn't they? I didn't watch it, to be honest with you.
He was the host of the first night, and she was the host of the second night. She, get this. Okay, you cannot tell me they haven't fucked. Oh, bestie. I believe they fucked this weekend. She was closing and she came up with this bit where she was gonna be like, "Oh, we should take a selfie of this moment. Someone bring me my phone." And here comes Tony or whatever. She called him that day to be like, "Are you still in town? Do you want to come do this bit?" He was at lunch or dinner with his daughter and said, "I'll be right there." Bitch, I know they fucked. I know they fucked, and I'm angry that they haven't told us about it. And so, sure enough, he comes, he does this bit, they go and take a selfie together, and that hand did not leave that hip. Tony's hand did not leave Carrie's hip the entire time they were on stage together. He said,
Yeah,
"This is my woman, and I will not let her go."
yeah,
I love them from the inner depths of my soul together. Like, I don't support adultery, but I support Kerry Washington and Tony Goldwyn together, regardless of who they're married to. I don't care
yeah,
because the chemistry that they have is palpable.
yeah. Somebody tweeted out that the surprise guest at the DNC was going to be what's her face? The first lady on Scandal.
Millie.
Millie. That really cracked me up. You want to
Yeah,
know
that's
what one of
hilarious.
my favorite TikTok trends is?
Tell me.
Impersonations
So good.
of of Kerry Washington or
So
Viola
good.
Davis
Yeah.
on their shows, How to Get Away with Murder and Scandal. So the
So
most
good.
recent one I saw, or one of the most recent ones I saw, was an impersonation of Olivia Pope, and it was so so
Yeah.
good. It was really good. Anyways, those are my favorite things to watch.
I love
I
her.
should rewatch Scandal.
I think I'm gonna rewatch Scandal.
I was thinking when I am in my new place, because
Tell me.
I don't typically go back to watch TV a lot. I don't really like go back to watch things that I've already watched. But I
Okay.
wonder if I'm gonna feel the need to do that as like a comfort. Um, anyways, just a thought.
I love
I'll add
that.
Scandal to the list.
I rewatch a lot of TV.
Yeah, I don't. I feel because I have so much new TV to watch, I don't have time to
Right.
go back and watch.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, that's going to do for Pop Culture Pop Up. We'll be back in a couple of weeks with more pop culture chisme. Julie, do you have a Latinx spotlight for us?
I love that. I do have a Latinx spotlight. We're gonna keep the Sabrina Carpenter train coming. I know what you're thinking, that's a white woman. Sure, but she has a new music video and it stars Jenna Ortega. Okay, her music video for Taste is out now. You can go and watch it. Bisexual Panic is what I was getting when I watched that video. Um, Lovely. I love a music video with the story, and I fear people don't really do that anymore. You know what I mean? There's like performances or behind the scenes of a tour or whatever the fuck. Give me a storyline. And Sabrina Carpenter absolutely nailed it. I thought Jenna Ortega was really good in this. The song is really cute, and I feel what I'm hearing in the interwebs is that this could be kind of the story of Sabrina, Sean, Camila, with a little bit of lesbian in there, sprinkled for some fun. So, also Beetlejuice, speaking of Jenna Ortega, is coming out, I think next week or the week after that. Don't quote me. Great. I love it. I live for it. I think it's going to be a great movie. It looks really fun. You know how I feel about sequels, but I will still be watching because in this house we support Latinas. So I will be tuning in.
Nice.
That's
Excellent.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Time for some asukat. I'll go first. My asukat this week is um I'm about 2 episodes away from completely catching up on Married to Medicine, a show on Bravo. And since I will finish those episodes very, very soon and won't have an opportunity to talk about them immediately on the show, I just want to say it has been the honor of my life to watch these women on this show. It
I love that.
I'm not crying. I really am not. This show was so good. 10 seasons. It's so
Oh,
underrated.
wow.
Um, it follows these black women who are either doctors or married to doctors, and I have been enthralled every step of the way. Um, it doesn't feel like I just watched 10 seasons. Their families are so wonderful. The fights are funny. The fights are mean. The fights are great. The tears are real. You can really, really tell that these women are friends outside of the show, which is, I think, why it's so successful and why a majority of the main cast has been on for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Because when you have those, again, authentic relationships, it really shows and it really adds to the credibility and to the story. And I think that it's been really magnificent and fun to watch. And I'm a little sad that we're coming to an end, but season 11 hopefully is around the corner and we're gonna get something really, really, really good. I think Dr. Contessa is coming back, and hands down, the best theme song of any reality show I have ever heard in my entire life. Now paging Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Contessa, Toya, Quad. It is so good. It's so good. If you've never seen Married to Medicine, but you love a show like The Real Housewives of any city, could not recommend Married to Medicine enough. Unless you're a racist, then that's your problem if you don't like to watch it.
All right.
Thank you.
I love that. My secret this week, I am very late to the party. The most late I've ever been to a party, to be quite honest. I started season 3 of Bridgerton. I'm very late. I'm loving it. I'm 2 episodes in. I think it's very cute. I really like Penelope. I love an awkward bitch. I love an awkward bitch making a fool out of herself in front of her crutch. That is my fucking, I love that shit. And I'm really liking this season. My problem here being, here's the thing about Bridgerton, and here's the thing about such short seasons of TV shows, is they are jam-packing it with story. We're not getting Colin and Penelope. We're getting Colin, Penelope, Francesca, the other bitch. I mean, we're getting everybody. And I struggle with that because I like my romance stories like centered in the romance story, not on everything else that's happening all around, but I'm willing to put up with it because I really like Bridgerton. You know what? Here's the thing, Shonda, she's a hit. I mean, anything she touches is fucking gold. So I do yesterday when I was watching the DNC because Beyonce tricked me into watching it. I had a moment of I really need to rewatch Scandal because I know the high that I would get from reliving those monologues would be enough to get me through the rest of the year. So I shall be doing that. Bridgerton season 3, it's on Netflix. Obviously, you guys have already seen it. I'm the only one that has left to watch it in the United States, probably. And Adrian,
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
I hope that you have a wonderful weekend
I
doing
hope you too.
whatever it is that you're going to do and get in the pool.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you.
So can't wait. Okay, well, I'll see you on the other side.
Okay.
This is the last time you'll see this set.
Yeah, happy moving. Very happy for
Thanks.
you. Sending you some peaceful, easy breezy moving vibes.
Thank you.
You're gonna do great. I
Thank
can't
you.
wait to see the new place.
Thank you. I'd like to give a special shout out to my snake plant that
Shout
has
out to her.
accompanied me
Yeah,
here for many, many years. My sheer curtains, this lamp that I have here,
lovely.
the mirror that you can't see, the books that you can't see in my bed. Um, so thank you to all of them.
We can't wait to
Okay,
see the new set.
we've reached the end of the episode. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter at Yumi and Chisme. Make sure you visit yumiandchisme.com. Make sure that you rate, review, subscribe, and most importantly, share this podcast. Do all of the fun things you could do with this internet. Do all the fun things you could do with this podcast on the internet. That includes all the things I just mentioned, and sharing, because sharing is ultimately what class?
Caring,
Thank you.
caring.
Uh, and um, and yeah, and if you do all of those things, we'll be back. The idea is 2 weeks. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Here's
Um,
hoping.
I think that's how it works. 2 weeks? Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah,
We're gonna be gone for a little bit, and we're gonna let you guys know in the stories when we'll be coming back. And you know what? I don't appreciate. I know you're trying to say goodbye, but I don't appreciate that you are kind of letting it be like, I'm saying 2 weeks, but Julie may like it. She
no,
may like the break, so she may extend it. And
Julie's
I'm
not
gonna
going to
prove
extend the
you
break.
wrong.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna prove you wrong.
We'll be back in 2 weeks.
We shall be back in two
Don't you
weeks.
worry, everyone. And yeah, and hopefully you'll join us.
Yeah.
And yeah, but until then, make sure you have lots of love, lots of peace, and most importantly, lots of chisme in your life. Bye.
Bye.